So Dr. DD, you mentioned the importance of Rameshwar in Indus Challenge, which is your upcoming fiction. But while mentioning about Rameshwar, you actually mentioned about Lord Ram constructing a bridge, which was actually like an ancient bridge.
Yes, it's an ancient bridge. This was actually, the bridge was operational till 15th century. And due to a heavy storm, Sri Lanka became a real island after 15th century. Till that time, the bridge was operational. So they used to cross over to Sri Lanka through this bridge. You know, apart from being a bridge, there is also one more secret behind it, because it contains the entire surface below the bridge. It contains a mineral called monazite, which is an ore for thorium. You know, today's nuclear energy is based on uranium or plutonium, and there are also a lot of restrictions on the international trade of uranium, and we are also not very rich in the uranium. That's why we have nuclear reactors. We are looking for the uranium and plutonium, but the entire bridge, the stretch of the bridge, it contains thorium reserves, which is an alternative to uranium, and our scientists are working on creating a thorium-based nuclear reactors. So, in short, this bridge, Lord Ram has given you kind of a source of energy for India for generations to come. Paddy, is there anything else?
Just that, as he mentioned that, plutonium and uranium, obviously these are very heavily guarded or very heavily sanctioned items. You cannot really get them out.
Right.
Now, thorium, on the other hand, the kind of energy that you can produce or kind of reactors that you use thorium in are much more efficient, much more safer, and much more, since India is the leader in thorium technology, they are more indigenous. So we are not reliant on somebody else for getting the technology for these sort of reactors.
Right.
The entire research is happening within India itself. Another advantage of the bridge itself is that India, by the dint of the bridge, is now holding on about 30% of the global reserves of thorium itself.
Oh, really?
30% of the global reserves. So nobody wants actually India to also be very, very good at, a fast breeder reactor per se. But what actually the bridge does is that it affects the ocean currents, and that's how this mineral deposits which are floating around in the ocean or which are coming through, the sand deposits are stuck to the coast of India. So the bridge actually not only is a crossing point or having historical significance, it has got a very real implication in terms of ocean currents in keeping that mineral wealth on the coasts of India itself.
So that was very strategic.
Yeah, so believers think that so many things going right, it could not just be a natural phenomenon. So it is definitely a kind of a gift that Lord Ram has given for India. For generations to come, there is an energy stored in the Ram Setu, the bridge. That's what is the important thing we have to infer. Now, you may be asking me how it is connected with the book. Yes, this I said is a energy, kind of energy for nuclear. You know what? The same energy could be a kind of a energy that can trigger the Brahmastra. In the last Yuga, it was supposed to be through a voice command, and maybe, who knows, it could be this thorium could be the base material that can invoke Brahmastra. So, what is it? How does it connected with the Brahmastra? Yes, of course, my usual reply to you.
It's all in the book.
Grab the book. Grab the book. Get the answers.